As we look at the mesmerizing media in America today, it's all about Trump deporting illegal immigrants to the shitholes that they came from. And there's an outcry because of that tone of language. Well, shit, well, let's look at the countries where they're coming from. Let's look at Honduras. Let's look at Venezuela. Let's look at war-torn states and ravaged countries and natural disasters like Haiti. How about coming from Puerto Rico where they still don't got freaking electricity? They don't got basic living necessities and even freaking running water. They don't got the opportunity to provide for themselves or sustain a freaking family. So yeah, they're freaking shitholes. The government had run it into the freaking ground. And we can't call it for what it is. They're not gonna show the same scrutiny to the Obama administration. How about it being so downright illegal that the Obama administration sent pallet loads, over $1 billion, to Iran for some hostages? There wasn't an outcry of that, how much that was against the law. And how about Uranium One? How about the Clinton Foundation going to freaking Haiti after that national disasters and taking children and stealing over $1 billion of America's donated money to help that freaking country? But they didn't show the same scrutiny because the American media is biased. But that's just one point. Let me show you another. Just recently a book came out, Fire and Fury, Inside the Trump's White House by Michael Wolff. He claims in this book he knows what the staff really thinks about him. Why FBI Director James Comey is really fired. Who really directed the Trump administration. I think that was Steve Bannon, the one that came and said that one, right? And they're questioning Trump's mental health and his memory. I think this is one of the tools that they're gonna try to use to show that Trump's not mentally capable and fit and sound mind to be the United States president. They've been trying to use all the tools in their arsenal to bring this man down, and this is one of them. Why would we believe Michael Wolff when he's a known damn freaking liar?
And now Michael Wolff, known for yellow journalism. I mean, he's famous for festooning his news reports with outright fabrications. Like you hang ornaments on a Christmas tree. He's now come out and said he has no way to know if any of it's true. And he's gone to say, quote, I'll do whatever is necessary to get the story.
Let me start with this, because we had someone from Trump Corporation on last night to talk about the book because he was quoted heavily. And he said some was true, some wasn't. What do you make of the accuracy of this book?
There are some narratives that sound that they could be interesting, but by and large,
what do you mean by interesting?
That it's like there are certain things that I've read that say that this event happened and that's plausible.
Okay.
But there's a lot of the quotes that I know are attributed to myself and to other people that frankly never happened. And if you read the author's note that he put in the book that I've obtained a copy of, he makes it clear that, you know, Michael Wolff, who has a history of fabricating stuff, who is a very questionable past, and a lot of reporters are now kind of digging into this and saying, you know, we've got to question his sourcing here. He admits that he never brought any note. He took notes. He didn't bring a recorder to the thing. There is no question that the accuracy of this book is definitely in question. And I know from some of the things that were written that don't pertain to me definitely didn't happen with respect to the president, the first lady.
Yeah, the White House today called it a complete fantasy.
So today we as people are supposed to believe this man when all his peers say all this shit about him, and the media is propping this up to be so much of one of the tools that will be able to bring this Trump administration down. How can they didn't show the same attention to another book like this? There was another book that came out under the Obama administration, but it didn't get the same kind of freaking response by the media. It was Barack Obama and Larry St. Clair, Cocaine, Sex, Lies, and Murder by Lawrence W. Sinclair. Luckily for us, he held his own press conference, and this is it.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Sinclair. I'm a former recreational drug user, drug trafficker, and I'm a convicted felon. for crimes of forgery, bad checks, and theft by check. But I'm also an American citizen. I love this country, and I cannot stay silent regarding Barack Obama, knowing what I know. In regards to the Obama incident, I flew out of Colorado Springs, Colorado to Chicago on November 2nd, 1999, arriving in O'Hare early in the morning of November 3rd. I went to the Chicago area to attend the graduation of my godson, my best friend's son, from basic training from the Great Lakes Navy Training Facility. I made reservations at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Gurnee, Illinois, based solely on the location to the training center. On November 5th, 1999, I hired the services of Five Star Limousine. Excuse me. I had hired them both for November 5th and November 6th of 1999. On November 6, 1999, I asked the limo driver, whose name I now reveal for the first time, Jagir Paramit Mutani, if he knew anyone who would like to socialize and show me Chicago. One note, there's a typo on the statement that you will get at the end of the statement. We will put an updated and corrected version on a website that you will also be given access to, as far as the name is concerned. Mr. Mutani understood that I was looking for someone who knew Chicago and would enjoy socializing. Mr. Mutani said he knew someone who was a friend of his. On November 6, 1999, after picking me up at the hotel in Gurnee, and this is significant, Mr. Mutani used his cell phone to make a call. That call was made to then Illinois State Senator Barack Obama to set up an introduction between myself and Senator Obama. Upon arriving at the bar and exiting the limo, Senator Obama was standing next to Mr. Mutani, and I was introduced to Senator Obama by name. Later that evening in a bar which I believe was called Alibis, and I state believe because I have failed so far to get Citigroup to provide the credit card receipts that has the actual name. I mentioned I could use a line or two to wake up. Senator Obama asked me if I was referring to coke, and I stated I was. After stating I was, Obama stated he could purchase cocaine for me and then made a telephone call. This too is significant, from a cell phone to a presently unknown individual, during which Senator Obama arranged the cocaine purchase. Senator Obama and I then departed the bar in my limousine and proceeded to an unknown location where Senator Obama exited the limousine with $250, which was provided to him by me. Returned a short while later with an 8-ball of cocaine, which he gave to me. I did ingest a couple of lines of cocaine, and shortly thereafter, Senator Obama produced a glass cylinder pipe and packet of crack cocaine from his pocket. Obama then smoked the crack cocaine. I performed fellatio on Senator Obama in the limousine during the time Senator Obama was smoking crack cocaine, after which I had the driver take me to my hotel, the Comfort Suites, Gurnee, Illinois. The following day, November 7th, 1999, Senator Obama appeared at my hotel room, unannounced, uninvited, where we again ingested cocaine, and I again performed fellatio on Senator Obama. Significantly, both the driver's telephone call to Senator Obama and his call to the drug dealer should appear on the driver's and Senator Obama's cell phone billing statements. In the fall of 2007, September 2007, I contacted the presidential campaign of Barack Obama to request solely that Senator Obama publicly correct his stated drug use record to reflect his use of crack cocaine with me in November of 1999. When I made the first contact, I left with the presidential campaign of Senator Obama a telephone number for the campaign to return my call. The first number I provided was a Texas cell phone number. From the period of Labor Day weekend 2007 through November 18th of 2007, I did provide a total of 4 different callback numbers to the Obama campaign. As I had moved and I had changed the numbers to reflect locally my place of residence at the time. In late September to early October, I lost my place here. In late September to early October 2007, I received a call from a male who identified himself as a Mr. Young, stating he was calling in regards to calls I had made to the Obama campaign. This first call was in fact an attempt by Mr. Young to obtain from me the identities of anyone I had contacted concerning my 1999 allegations against Senator Obama. This first call shocked me in that this Mr. Young asked me why I had, excuse me, why I had never mentioned to the shocked me as I had never, whoa, hold on, so I'm lost here. Thanks, because this is getting, I can't even see it. The first call was in fact an attempt by Mr. Young to obtain from me the identities of anyone I had contacted concerning my 1999 allegations against Senator Obama. The first call shocked me in that this Mr. Young asked me why I had not asked Senator Obama to disclose the sexual encounters I had with Mr. Obama in 1999. I was shocked as I had never mentioned to the campaign or anyone working for the campaign any sexual encounters, as my call was prompted by drug allegations only. The call ended with Mr. Young stating I would hear from someone in a few days. In mid to late October 2007, I received a second call from this Mr. Young, at which time I clearly became aware that this individual was personally involved with Senator Obama rather than just an employee of his campaign. The tone of the conversation had a sexual nature. Mr. Young did not once advise me how he obtained my phone number, which by this time had now changed to a Delaware number. In late October 2007, I received a text message from the gentleman identified as Mr. Young, in which he stated he was intimately involved with Senator Obama and that Obama was discussing with him and his pastor how to publicly acknowledge Senator Obama's drug use in 1999, and that Obama wanted to be sure I had not discussed the sexual encounters or drug incidents with any media at that time.
See, he's not just talking about his encounter with Barack Obama. He even talked about in this book about his sexual encounter and drug use with Donald Young. He was the head choir director of Trinity Church under Jeremiah Wright, the one that Barack Obama attended for 20 years. This guy was an openly gay homosexual man, and he had an affair with Barack Obama, and right before Senator Obama was going to throw his nomination to be the next president of the United States of America, this man was killed. You don't think these type of things show the character of a man, that you think that America would have voted for the first African-American president if he was a cocaine addict and he was a homosexual? Probably no. But I guess that's the reason why they're going to show it the same kind of freaking attention. See, in American media, it's so freaking biased. The trust of American media is at an all-time low with all this fake news, and you got the United States government, Twitter, Facebook, Google, Facebook, all censoring the right and their conservative-leaning pro-life values. They're stopping the flow of information. The American media has the obligation to tell the American people the truth and don't be biased on the way they lean. But in the media today, they're so far leaned to the left. They're progressive Democrats, socialists, or downright communists, or Marxists. And I know the American people lean that way, but if you knew what that has for future generations, I know you wouldn't be over there. But because of the deception of the mainstream media and the bias, the American people today put in American first. They don't understand that. Bringing back opportunity and putting more money in their pockets with Trump's tax plan, they don't understand it. And that's all because of the deception of the American media today. See, the stock market today at its all-time high. Black unemployment is at its all-time low. Deporting all these illegal immigrants, what that does is give you the opportunity to find a freaking job if you lose yours. Or for all our children getting out of high school, go get an entry-level job, work themselves through college, or just move up the corporate ladder. That's putting America first, but the American media is plagiarizing the people, telling them what they need to hear, not what they telling them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. Now I understand when Benjamin Franklin said being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. And I know most people are unwilling to learn, because when I try to have an adult conversation with people about politics or government, about Trump and what I know about what's going on in our country, well, because they've been plagiarized and they believe the deception of the mainstream media, they get turned off and they don't want to hear the truth. But I do my research, I do my homework, I remember these things. I changed my life to be well informed, so when I come in contact with people in my everyday life, or when I put out a video, people believe the content and information that I'm trying to share, because I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm never gonna lie to you guys, I'm not gonna plagiarize you guys, because I know if I deceive you guys and lie to you guys, you're not necessarily gonna wanna come and watch one of my videos again, because you looked at it and said, this dude's lying, he's full of shit. Well, that ain't gonna give me no credibility, and that's why the American media today has no credibility. So that's the reason why I like how Thomas Paine said, it's the duty of the patriot to protect his country from its government. I'm trying to protect my country from its government. So forget the mainstream media. Go to drudgereport.com daily. And those people in media, you got a responsibility telling the American people the truth. And they don't do their freaking job. So I guess that's why I do mine. So if you're not gonna do everything in power to restore your life, liberty, and this country, you're gonna do everything in power to destroy it. Charlie the Box, a patriotic miscreant, and I'm out. See you guys next week, baby.
Hello there. Watch Charlie the Box before he's sent to a re-educational camp.
Find out.